I feel sad, just like everybody else. Some days I wake up and I think, should I jump in some traffic today? Probably. But do I do it? No. Maybe I'm heading towards the edge. Maybe I'm almost there. I'm hoping that this online test is going to prove it to me. Do the doctors even know what they're talking about these days? I have no idea. There's a lot of Googling going on. That's what I do know. So, what is going to give me a more in-depth, correct, accurate analysis than a self-diagnosis on an online test? Obviously, it couldn't be couldn't make it any easier for me. So, let's begin. Question 1. I feel overwhelmingly sad at times. Well, I woke up late this morning and I felt overwhelmingly sad. I felt depressed. So, I'm going to say agree. I'm very up and down. I am very up and down. But I don't really put that towards anything. Or what I do think if I'm overwhelmingly sad is stop being a big pussy. That's usually what I do think, to be honest with you. Um, because I don't want to label myself with anything like that. When I think of the future, I feel hopeless. This is depressing. Let me think of the future right now. I don't feel hopeless. No, I disagree. I feel like a complete failure. Good God. Boom. Okay. I feel like a complete failure. I don't think so. I've got an unbelievable drive deep down inside. There's a fire in my belly.
Get in my belly!
I'm ready to set the world ablaze, hypothetically. I definitely disagree. I'm not a failure. I get a lot of satisfaction, joy from doing things. That's not very specific, is it? Doing things. What's things? You could get joy from doing things you ain't supposed to be doing. You could get joy from just opening your eyes.
Whee!
That is a good thing to joy, actually, to get joy over. Is to be up, be alive. That's a joyous thing. So I'm going to say I agree. Yeah, I definitely agree. I feel guilty about something most of the time. Ooh, okay. Now, I am a bit of a guilty person. A guilty person? No, I haven't committed any crimes.
Lord forgive me because I have sinned.
And I haven't done anything wrong. That came out wrong. What I meant is that I feel guilty. I'm easily guilt tripped, I would say. That is the product of the environment you're raised in. Gotta be, because I know for a fact that's where it's come from. So I do feel guilty quite often. I don't like letting people down, but if I let myself down, I don't feel very guilty. It's really just others, and it's easy for someone to put something on me, and then I'm like, it doesn't take me long to get in my head about it, and I'm feeling guilty. Everyone does that, right? Some people really don't give a fuck, do they? So I'm gonna go. I feel guilty about something all the time. Most of the times a bit much, so I'm going to say slightly agree. I feel like I am being punished.
Have you been a bad boy?
You punish, you bad boy. Punish me. Punished for what? If I'm being punished for anything, it's something I've caused. I've caused the punishment. So really, I've only got myself to blame. I think a lot of people can't find it hard to take accountability. There's not a lot of accountability going around.
Wasn't me.
But, maybe in 2025, we can get a bit of a backbone and some accountability flying around. So I don't feel like I'm being punished. Disagree. I feel disappointed, even disgusted with myself. Good God. No wonder everyone's got it. They do this quiz? No, I don't feel that. But on any given day, I might do this tomorrow, and these answers could be different. I suppose that's what's that? Bipolar. We'll do that. We'll do that quiz another time. I've never felt disappointed with myself. Well, I have, but I don't right now. So I'm going to say disagree. The bad things in my life aren't my fault. Accountability. Here it goes. They are your fault. They have to be your fault, don't they? I mean, unless someone drives into you when you're driving around, that's not your fault, and that's a bad thing. That is not your fault. So these are very open questions. They could have a lot of answers and a lot of meanings. I don't know. I'm going to just go with slightly disagree. Wait, what? Yeah, I think that's the right answer. I am often on the brink of tears or cry. I'm not really a crier. It takes a lot. It takes a big build up.
You gonna cry? Huh? Huh? You gonna cry? You gonna cry? You gonna Huh? What are you? Huh? You're gonna squirt some?
But you know, it's like you can wake up on a day. You can wake up on a day and feel absolutely on death's door. You just wake up and like all these burdens, all this pressure, all these thoughts, and it's hard to get out of that slump. And sometimes that can last a while. But I never feel like, oh, a good cry is going to help me. I feel like when it's getting all too much, you know, a few tears do help though. But I'm often on the brink of tears or cry. No, I'm not. I feel irritated and annoyed by things in my life. I think I do feel, yeah, I do. But it's not, they're in my life, but they don't, if I sat down and think about it, there's a lot of things that can irritate me and annoy me. Same with anybody. So I'm just going to go slightly agree on that. I am very interested in other people's lives and like to listen to them. Ooh, that's a good question. Do you know, that all depends. I've got a good example for you. So I used to work in a nursing home, and I was the only male that worked there, and it was all women. And honestly, I did not want to hear about their lives because every day it was, my kid's done this, my kid's done that. Look at my kid, you know, and I haven't got any kids. So that's uninteresting to me. Show me if it goes missing, you know, then I'll be interested. That's all I want to know. I'm just not interested in that, unfortunately. But the old people that I looked after, I was interested in hearing about their lives every day. And I would always ask questions. So again, very general. Slightly agree. I find it easy to make decisions, big and small. Not necessarily, no. I struggle with some decisions. I'm a good decision maker in an intense moment. But I think if you're just sitting around, you know, what? This needs to be more specific. What do you want for tea tonight? I don't know. No, I don't know. You decide. I can't think. All of a sudden, I can't think of one thing I've ever eaten in my whole life. So I can't decide what I want. But that ain't that big a deal, is it? Nothing to get depressed over, is it? But, you know, that is a tough decision. Should we go out? Shouldn't we? Ooh. I'm breaking down. I'm breaking down. Slightly agree. I think I am unattractive or ugly.
I've been really trying.
Nah, come on. No, some days. I have my bad days. I have my bad days. Sometimes I wake up and I look in the mirror and I say, you fat, ugly piece of shit. That's true. That's a true story. This is not effect for video, okay? I do that. I wake up, I look in the mirror and I think, you disgust me. You disgusting beast. And then other days I think, oh, I would. You know, but that's just the name of the game. So I'll just say, I'll say slightly disagree. I find it really hard to do anything, especially work. Nah. Well, depends again. So tricky. I have a good time at work. I like going to work because it keeps me busy. That's the best place you can be to keep your mind busy, especially for my job, because I haven't got time to be thinking about me. I need to think about people around me, what I'm going to do to make everything better for them. That is my role. That is my job. You know, so I can't put myself first. It's not about that. So it's a good way of getting myself out of it. But if I worked in an office or something like that and I was just sat there on the computer twiddling my dick, I was going to say thumbs. I don't know why I said dick. You know, just like spinning around and that, I don't know, sharpening pencils. I can imagine that that's quite boring. And then I would find it hard to have any sort of motivation because that would not motivate me. So then going home, I'd feel unmotivated. But also my job's very physical, so often I get home and I feel very tired and I don't want to do anything. No, I'm going to say slightly disagree. My sleep patterns have been really disrupted. I've never been a good sleeper. But recently, I'd say over the last maybe quite a few years, because I've got a whole list of these things saved. So you can record yourself at night and it records any noise that gets picked up. And sometimes I speak 20 to 30 times, like every 10, 15 minutes.
So other than that, fuck you, and I don't give a fuck anymore. Do whatever you want with others, also I don't give a fuck. Fuck off, fuck you, fuck girl, so fucking.
I'm asleep, but I'm constantly yapping. And in my Discord, this is a perfect time. In my Discord, I used to post them in there, the clips. The Discord is in the link below. There's about 50 members in there now. You might as well join. Guess what else I'm going to tell you? 97% of people that watch my videos are not subscribed. What's wrong with you? Do you think that makes me feel good? Do you think that makes me feel depressed? Save depression today. Get a subscription. Subscribe. Fuck. Anyway, back to the video. My sleep patterns have been really disrupted. Yeah, they have. They really have. I'm going to have to definitely agree with that. I am so tired, I don't have energy to do anything. I definitely agree with this. This happens to me way more often than not. But, you know, that comes in spells. It comes in drips and drabs. It's not, like, constant. But sometimes I have this, like, overwhelming... I literally can't do anything. I can't. I feel pointless. I can't be bothered. I think, what's the point? You know? So I'm gonna... It's not constant, so I'm gonna slightly agree. My appetite has changed a lot. Does that look like it's changed? Does it? Because I don't think it has, is it? Fat bastard. I have lost a lot of weight. I actually have lost a lot of weight. You know, I lost... I was about 15 and a half. 15 and a half? I've never been that big in my life. But I was about 15 and a half, and now I'm about 12 and a half. But that was through hard work, black coffee. It wasn't even hard work. I just stopped eating. It's pretty easy, really. You just stop eating, drink black coffee and drink water, have one meal a day, boom, job done. Job done, son. I've never been one for messing around. If I want to get something done, there was a moment where I thought this needs to get sorted out now. So that was it. I cut it out, cut out the crap, just went for it. Don't get me wrong, there's often days where I've not eaten and I was like, whoa, I'm going to pass out any moment. But it was all worth it. No risk, no reward, as they say. So, slightly agree. I mean, I need to lose more, but yeah, I'm doing all right. I am very concerned, even preoccupied with my physical health. To be honest, I don't care. As long as I can do what I need to do, I feel good. I think the problem is now, even if I did have a problem with my physical health, I can't see anybody. That's the concern. The concern is that I try to see somebody and I cannot. It's fully booked. Come back another day, ring another day, speak to somebody. They don't care. There's one place you're supposed to go is the doctors and the hospital. You're supposed to walk in there and walk out feeling better. Nowadays, you walk in there feeling like crap and you walk out feeling worse. So it's not really a good recipe for success, that, is it? It never used to be that way. You know, it's really, really bad now. And I guess that's just the way it is. So if I have a problem, if I can do my best to negate the problem, then I automatically feel better that I don't have to go to the doctors. I'll do anything to avoid going there. If I have to crawl out the front door to avoid going there, so be it. I would really just do not want to go there. Because I haven't got time to be wasted. My time's precious and I don't need it wasted there by people that don't care about me. I am very concerned, even preoccupied with my physical health. Slightly disagree. I am not interested in sexual... Ooh, you sassy boy. Well, this is a bit personal, isn't it? Didn't know he was going there, did I? You're telling me 97% of people are not subscribed, but they get to find out about my personals. Don't know about all that, do you? Bit cheeky, really. Depends. Well, if I'm busy, I'm like I can only focus on so many things at once. And if I'm dead focused on something, I'm not interested in anything else other than getting the job done. I don't know if anyone can relate to that, but so I'm going to put I'll put slightly. I have thought about ending my life. Oh God, ending with a banger. My last question is for all the marbles. Recently, no. There was a time, and I suffered the consequences. So I don't want you to think that this is some big joke. You know, it is actually a big joke, but it's not like I haven't had any past experience with it. I have, and I know all about it, and everyone has their own story and their own differences, and I certainly do too. But have I thought about ending my life? Not recently, no. Definitely disagree, right? Depression results. You are likely to be suffering from Great. All that. I actually answered them pretty good. I'm in the highs. I'm not even... There's little, none, mild, moderate, high. I'm above high. I'm over moderate. I'm high. I'm high. I'm highly depressed. Well, where's me benefits then? I would get straight onto the flipping HMRC. Who am I contacting? Job centre? I want my money. No wonder there's so many I answered them honestly, completely honestly, all the way through. Do I sound depressed to you? I don't know. I don't know if I am or not. But you know what's funny about this? Is that there'll be a lot of people that do. They do this. They seek nothing else. And that's it. They've got it. They've got it. They don't tell anyone how they've got it, but they've got it. And there's so many people out there that think they have got it. You ain't got shit. Who am I? Who am I, though? I'm just a guy sat in his room, depressed. Apparently. Depressed. At least it's not high to severe. You got to get, I'm sure if I would have answered that last question differently, I would have been right up there. Anyway, what should I do now? It says the symptoms you report can be debilitating, impacting on many areas of whatever. What's next? Talk with a qualified professional. I don't need to. But turns out I'm depressed, guys, so subscribe. 97% not subscribed. That's probably a big factor in these results. So I'd recommend. My voice just cracked as well. What's the point? What's the point? Anyway, I've got a Twitch channel. You should follow that as well. The link's in the description. I stream Tuesday and Friday. And I've also got a Discord, TikTok, Instagram. It's all in the links below. Come follow me. Come and help me, will you? Because I'm depressed. So I think I need like friends or something. I ain't got many of those. Maybe that's the issue. But if you seriously have got a problem, you should talk to somebody. Nah, you shouldn't. It's not real. It is real. Oh, okay, it's real. It's not real. It is real. Ooh. And now I'm waffling. Now. What test shall I take next? We've got a bunch of different options here. We've got autism. Might have that. ADHD. Might have that. Anxiety. Might have that. Depression. I've got that. Tick. Bipolar. PTSD. Anorexic. I can tell you I ain't got that. And there's a bunch of tests. So which one should I take next? Let me know in the comments below if you want to see me take more tests, because I am mentally ill. Cheers.